So, einen wunderschönen guten Abend.
Hi.
Hey Benny, hey
Hi, grüß dich, Jonas.
PZ2, der Zoodirektor. Herzlich willkommen an alle, die zuschauen. Momentan sind es noch nicht so viele, aber die trudeln meistens so nach und nach ein.
Die minden alle noch irgendwas, habe ich gelesen.
Richtig. Nee, willkommen im Jahr 2022 zum ersten NFT Zoo-Stream, den wir liebevoll jetzt mal den Namen ZOOm In gegeben haben. Warum ZOOm In, Benny? Weil wir einfach...
Keine Ahnung. So ist irgendwie abends reingefallen und von daher.
Es passt aber, weil wirklich unser Konzept, was ja, ich würde mal sagen, relativ erfolgreich war letztes Jahr, war, dass wir einfach Interviewgäste hatten, auf die wir quasi reingezoomt sind. Wir haben mehr über die gelernt, wir haben mehr über die erfahren. Wer letztes Jahr uns verpasst hat, von Seneca über Luke, über House of Kiba, Moment Ranks, den hat man noch. Ich vergesse.
George hatten wir.
Genau, George von Riot Racers. Also wir hatten jede Menge coole Leute. War super das coole Jahr. Oder ja, war allgemein ein cooles Jahr, dieses 2021. Und ja, jetzt haben wir gedacht, wir machen einfach mal weiter, wenn es denn so erfolgreich war. Und deswegen heute erste Mal in 2022. Und wen gibt es Passenderes als dich, Benny? Ich glaube, jeder da draußen kennt dich hoffentlich. Willst du? Also, du hättest deinen Discord-Namen noch dazu schreiben sollen, PZ2,
genau.
Wo ich bis heute nicht weiß, woher der kommt.
Ja,
aber
das war nicht so genau. Ich müsste mich eigentlich mal umbenennen, aber ab irgendwann ist es zu spät.
Du kannst nicht mehr zurückgehen, ja? Also das geht nicht. Das wäre einfach nur verwirrend. Ja, lass uns über den Zoo reden, Benny. Wir sind jetzt, wir wollen kurz zurückschauen. Also an alle, die jetzt sich wundern, wo ist eigentlich der internationale Gast, der Danny Ukes, guter Freund von mir, mittlerweile muss man sagen, kommt um 21:15 Uhr, habe ich ihm gesagt. Deswegen, wir haben 10 Minuten mit dem Direktor und dann wird er rausgeschmissen.
Ja, ich muss auch schlafen, von daher passt schon.
Richtig.
Ist aber so spät hier alles.
Lass ein Jahr Revue passieren, Benny. Was haben wir ein Jahr, nicht ganz ein Jahr Zoo, aber was haben wir jetzt im 2021 im Zoo erreicht, würde ich mal sagen.
Genau, also ja, das erste oder letzte Mal, wo ich hier im Stream war Ende Juni, glaube ich, habe ich vorhin geguckt. Also knapp 7 Monate her, wo wir angefangen haben. Weiß ich noch, ich glaube, wie viel waren wir? 20, 25 Leute hatten wir damals.
Ja.
Also
so im Discord, nicht im Stream.
Im Discord, ja, genau, genau, dein Stream war ja vorher schon erfolgreich. Es war ja der Top-Shot-Stream überhaupt, habe ich gehört.
Richtig, das war das Shit.
Genau, ja, angefangen im Ende Juli mit, ich glaube, aus unserem Top-Shot-Discord sind dann die meisten darüber gewechselt, haben wir angefangen, 20, 25 Leute. Das hat sich dann so langsam aufgebaut, glaube ich, von den Zahlen bis Oktober hatten wir dann irgendwie 200. Und dann ging es halt so weiter, dass wir jetzt inzwischen sind wir bei knapp 750. Das ist schon gigantisch, eigentlich.
Ja,
und damals das Ziel war ja, hatte ich damals auch gesagt, also ich habe lieber 100 Leute, die engagiert sind, die jetzt nicht täglich, aber regelmäßig mitschreiben oder sonst was, als irgendwie 1000 Karteileichen. Ne? So wie jetzt die Discords von den großen oder von den einzelnen NFT-Projekten, ne, wo dann irgendwie die Leute eingekauft sind oder wie auch immer. Das wollen wir halt nicht. Wir sind halt eine allgemeine Anlaufstelle für NFTs, vom Einsteiger bis zum Profi, sage ich jetzt mal. Das war eigentlich so das Ziel, weil ich das damals, glaube, also haben wir uns ja gerade unterhalten, ne? Bei mir ging es ja los, wie bei dir auch, irgendwie im Januar, bei mir Ende Januar, Februar mit Top Shot letztes Jahr. Und von da aus ging es dann natürlich relativ schnell weiter irgendwie. Ne? Wenn du in einem Discord warst, dann kamen ja dann irgendwie gleich die nächsten hinterher. Bei mir kam dann relativ schnell das mit den Pferden, mit Z-Run.
Ja.
Und ja, dann ist man irgendwie auf verschiedene Discords gekommen. Also ich bin dann irgendwie in der Whale Shark Community gelandet und fand das eigentlich ganz cool, was der aufgebaut hatte da. Natürlich auf einem ganz anderen Level. Aber das fand ich halt ganz cool, so vom Community-Aspekt. Und habe mir gedacht, das wollen wir in Deutsch, hätte ich es halt auch gerne mal versucht. Und inzwischen ist es ja so, es gibt ja inzwischen schon mehrere oder einige deutsche NFT-Communities.
Also man muss sagen, es gibt zwei große, oder? Mit
genau,
uns.
also ja, Theo ist relativ groß. Dann Mats von Inside NFTs, der ist ja auch bei uns.
Da bin ich jetzt auch seit ein paar Wochen drauf.
Genau, die sind halt, jeder hat so seine Nische, sag ich mal. Ja, bei uns ist es halt irgendwie Wildwuchs inzwischen, ehrlicherweise. So, dass wir eigentlich halt auch gewachsen, ne? Dadurch, dass wir jetzt so viele Leute sind, auch sehr viele neue. Und es ist halt aktuell ein bisschen unstrukturiert und ein bisschen unübersichtlich, ehrlicherweise.
Ja, aber da arbeiten wir dran.
Genau.
Ich glaube, also was vielleicht allgemein gesagt, wenn jetzt jemand zum ersten Mal hier irgendwie, weil wir laden das ja danach auch jetzt als Audio hoch, irgendwie hört NFT ZOOm. Ich glaube, es ist wirklich eine Anlaufstelle für sowohl ganz Anfänger als auch jemand Erfahreneres in dem Business. Ich bin immer wieder überwältigt, ich bin immer wieder begeistert, wie viel dann auch geholfen wird, auch wenn immer die gleichen Fragen kommen in manchen Channels. Aber es ist einfach cool zu sehen, dass so die OGs und so auch, also Leute wie Rumo und so, immer noch mega involviert sind. Und ich glaube, das macht auch echt, also es macht mir auch immer noch Spaß, jeden Tag mehrmals, leider zu oft wahrscheinlich, reinzuschauen.
Das stimmt. Das Problem ist natürlich, also für Neueinsteiger, auch welche, die komplett jetzt neu in NFTs sind, ist es der ganze Space ja überwältigend. Ne? Das ist einfach viel zu viel Information, Reizüberflutung, was man erstmal verarbeiten muss. Und das ist halt im Moment auch bei uns, ehrlicherweise, ist es sau schwierig reinzukommen in dieses Thema. Ne? Und weil dann kommst du rein in den General Chat und weißt erstmal gar nicht, was Sache ist. Ne? Das ist brutal schwierig, das weiß ich auch. Im Moment haben wir aber noch keine Lösung, wie wir es irgendwie für Einsteiger einfacher machen können oder eleganter machen. Ne? Das ist schwierig.
Es ist schwierig, genau wie du sagst. Aber vielleicht können wir ganz kurz darüber reden, wie es so, was haben wir denn so 2022 geplant? Also ich glaube, eins, was bei uns beiden vielleicht auch auf der nächsten Agenda steht, ist nochmal ein bisschen die Channel überarbeiten.
Genau, also den Discord wollen wir überarbeiten. Ja. Auf jeden Fall. Wir überlegen gerade mit einigen Leuten, dass wir so eine Art Membership-NFT machen, wie es andere auch machen. Ne? Also dass der Discord dann irgendwie ein bisschen also Membership-mäßig abgetrennt wird. Aber da muss man gucken, weil ich eigentlich auch nicht möchte, dass die Leute jetzt da irgendwie Geld oder sonst was bezahlen, da irgendwelche Infos zu kriegen. Ne? Da muss man dann halt gucken, bringen die Infos, die es dann gibt, wenn ich jetzt da irgendwie ein NFT für 50 € hole, bietet das Mehrwert oder wie auch immer. Eigentlich ist es halt so, dass wir es einfach mal ausprobieren wollen, also auch gemeinsam gucken, wie gestaltet man, also jetzt nicht super fancy so ein 10.000er Avatar-Projekt, sondern einfach so ein Membership-Pass à la Zeneca oder keine Ahnung. Einfach, dass man diesen ganzen Prozess mal durchspielt, von A bis Z. Wie gestaltet man NFT, wie macht man das mit einem Smart Contract, mit einer Webseite zum Kaufen oder zum Minden, wie packe ich es auf OpenSea hoch und so weiter. Dieses ganze.
Also die Kompetenz ist auf jeden Fall da. Ich denke, wir werden da.
Ja, das kriegen wir schon hin.
Also wir sehen hier ein bestes Beispiel, zum Beispiel, ich habe irgendwie einen Sprachfehler heute, wie immer. Dass es natürlich für manche immer noch eine größere Einstiegshürde ist und den Madness kennen wir beide, schätze ich, aus dem Topshot-Discord. Also gerade für so jemand ist natürlich cool, eine Anlaufstelle zu haben.
Ja, das ist ja auch für die meisten von uns war halt Topshot der Einstieg, auch weil es halt sehr einfach war. Ne? Also das Kaufen, also du merkst ja eigentlich gar nicht, dass du irgendwie mit der Blockchain oder dass es NFTs sind. Ne? Einfach, das sind halt irgendwie die Videos, die ich da kaufe und hast halt praktisch am Anfang deine Kreditkarte gezückt, sage ich jetzt mal, ne? Und gut ist.
Und dann ging es
was da alles dahinter steckt, das kriegt da keiner mit. Muss ja auch keiner mitkriegen. Ne?
Nee, das ist ja das Schöne, das finde ich, was Topshot
aber da siehst du halt, dass wir auch noch einen sehr weiten Weg haben, um es für Leute halt wirklich richtig einfach zu machen. Ne? Und so ich brauche eine Metamask-Wallet, was ist das? Ich brauche dies, jenes, wie switche ich ETH von Mainnet auf Polygon und keine Ahnung. Ne? Und da hört es ja schon auf dann. Ne?
Absolut.
Und vor allem kostet es ja scheiß Geld. Das ist ja auch, jede Transaktion kostet Geld.
Ja, also es checkt mich mittlerweile auch sehr ab, muss ich sagen.
Was richtig schlecht ist im Moment, ist einfach, dass jedes Projekt gierig wird. Ne? Also irgendwie, jetzt hast du teilweise kosten die Sachen irgendwie 0,5 ETH. Ne? Das sind aktuell, sagen wir mal, 1.000 €. Ja, und das ist dann natürlich, da sind ja schon 99% aller Leute rausgefiltert, ne, weil die sich nicht leisten wollen oder können. Ja. Und das ist aktuell so ein bisschen traurig.
Das stimmt. Agreed. Ich gucke immer auf die Uhr. Ich hätte ein bisschen besser planen sollen. Irgendwie war es ja klar. 2 Minuten. Genau. Gibt es irgendwas, was wir noch Wichtiges loswerden wollen? Also, wir haben jetzt ganz bald anstehend, wir haben einen kleinen Channel-Idee gehabt, Rumors, also genau. Quasi Alpha-Wissen von unserem OG Rumo, als eine Art Anleitung, nicht eine Anleitung, aber als eine Art, wie soll ich sagen, einfach um zu sehen, wie jemand wie der Rumo, der ja sich sehr erfolgreich bewiesen hat, in so einem Space agiert. Ich denke, das ist interessant für viele mitzulesen, aber man muss natürlich auch aufpassen, dass sowas nicht irgendwie schnell zum
man sieht halt auch, also ich glaube, man wird dann auch daran sehen, dass von 10 Sachen, die dann da genannt werden, dass dann halt auch 9 oder 8 schief gehen.
Genau, ne? Das wollte ich gerade sagen. Also man muss halt aufpassen, dass es nicht so wird, hey, und dann alle beim Rumo daheim stehen und er...
Ich weiß warum schon.
Aber das ist, glaube ich, was wir in naher Zukunft machen werden, einfach so ein bisschen, um auch noch, weil wir wollen halt ein bisschen Wert oder Value schaffen für die Community und ich finde, es ist manchmal schwer, den General Chat irgendwie tagelang zu verfolgen und ich finde so ein bisschen geballtes Wissen in einem extra separaten Channel von jemand, der sich als sehr erfahren bewiesen hat, ist wahrscheinlich ganz cool für einige und das wird man auf jeden Fall an den Start kriegen die nächsten Tage. Und dann schauen wir mal. Ich glaube, alle können gespannt sein, wie es weitergeht mit dem Zoo. Wir hoffen, dass wir hier noch weiterhin gute Gäste reinkriegen.
Genau. Dann haben wir für so einen kleinen Kreis, wir haben eine Community Gründer.
Ja.
Da hoffen wir, dass es da jetzt auch weitergeht, weil jetzt die ersten Spiele dann irgendwann mal losgehen. Riot Racer kommt ja
aus. Vor allem Voxys vor allem, ja.
Voxys, Chicken Derby. Genau, da haben wir ja so ein paar Play-to-Earn-Sachen, die wir investiert haben. Da müssen wir dann gucken, wie es losgeht. Dann ist natürlich noch ein Real-Life-Treffen wieder geplant.
Oh ja.
Angedacht ist Amsterdam. Also Tankman versprochen. Das letzte Ende November in Bamberg, oder das erste in Bamberg war richtig gut. 15 Leute waren wir. Also es war so gut, dass danach die bayerische Regierung entschlossen hat, alles dicht zu machen, bis heute.
Und zwar am exakten Tag danach. Wir freuen uns und ich weiß, wer sich ganz sicher freut, ist der Götz, unser Amsterdamer Local, der auch in Bamberg dabei war.
Der kann schon mal mit der Partyplanung anfangen.
Genau. Nice. Benny, ich will unseren Gast nicht warten lassen. Ich sehe, er ist schon da backstage. Ich glaube, wir sollten vielleicht wirklich nochmal eine dedizierte Folge mit Zoo-Leuten auch machen. Haben wir ja auch geplant. Weil es einfach mal interessant ist, wirklich ein paar mehr deutsche NFT-Gesichter hier reinzukriegen, auf Deutsch gesagt. Aber vielen Dank für deine Zeit an der Stelle.
Guck noch ein bisschen zu vielleicht.
Und also bitte. Und vielen Dank natürlich auch mal für die ganze Arbeit, Benny. Ich glaube, das muss man auch mal sagen, dass du super, super viel antwortest, announced, also wirklich den Discord ja wirklich am Leben hältst manchmal von alleine. Vielen Dank dafür. Ich glaube, da rede ich...
alles meine zweite Accounts von.
Du schreibst eigentlich nur mit dir selber. Nice.
Alles klar.
Nee, vielen Dank und wir hören uns. Wir sehen uns die Tage, wie immer.
Bis dann. Ciao.
Mach's gut, Benny. Ciao, ciao. All right, now we switch to English. I hope everybody can speak English. Danny, you can hear me. Thumbs up if you're ready. Awesome, you're ready. So then, without further ado, I have him waiting for like 15 minutes now. I welcome Danny to the stream. Hey, man.
Oh my God, guys! Excuse my messy bed. I have laundry to do.
Where are you, man?
I'm home. I'm at home. I'm sitting at my desk. Isn't that the meme? Like, if you're rich in crypto, and I'm not saying I'm rich in crypto, but if you made it in crypto, you got a messy bedroom behind you. So, it's only one basket, surprisingly. At least it's not like a full bed of clothes. That's usually how it goes. But yeah, sorry everyone. That's fine. What's up? So excited to be here. Jonas, we go all the way back. So this is dope.
Man, like how many times did we talk about this that we actually now it's finally happening? I feel like we talked about it like 500 times and it took us.
Wasn't I on the stream once? Like really early on, wasn't I on the stream, or am I mistaken?
You are mistaken. Like not visually. You maybe watched, but not visually.
Okay.
Damn, but
well, either way, regardless, I'm super excited to be here right now.
definitely. Yeah, so I'm sorry we do it at like this very strange time for US folks and yeah, but it's prime time here in Germany, so people are excited for sure. And yeah, Danny, like you said, I mean, we met each other in January 2021. Do you remember how we met actually?
Yeah, it was on Top Shot. I mean, in the Top Shot Discord, right?
Yeah, it was like a random general the general chat was like still readable and writable back then, and I think I just DM'd you randomly, and then it took off from there. And
it was a different time. It was a totally different time, dude. The conversations we were having, it was like I always love to tell people, like, when, like, first of all, the $50 stream, like, that's legendary. Like, that will never, you know, I had $50 and I was on Top Shot, like, all right, I'm gonna buy 50 moments. And it was cool because, like, they were Series 1 moments, and it was like Kemba Walker was $1, like Carmelo Anthony was $1, Dwight Howard $1, and it's like, even now you go look at those players and they're, you know, marked up to at least $50, $60, $70. So
yeah, sure.
Yeah, but like, yeah, so that's, and I remember like halfway through that stream, I was like, am I an idiot? Like, am I wasting my money? And
I think you stopped it like after like $25.
I did. Yeah, I did. I was like, I don't know, I gotta stop. Yeah, I think I spent $30 or like $32 altogether. But yeah, that was dude, that was fire though. And you were like, it was you and one other dude that was watching. Like, that was the whole thing. Yeah, I was doing this Twitch stream. I was so excited, so passionate. I was ripping packs when I could, like, everything. But yeah, dude, that was legendary times. Yeah, but that was the start of it. And I always remember we would talk like, yeah, if it gets to like, if my account value gets to like $10,000, like, that'll be awesome. If it gets to like 15, like, that would be crazy. Like, I almost sold my account at one point for $4,000, and that's when it had like a Deck the Hoops Giannis card that now itself is worth like $8,000. So like, like, it was before the booms. Like, it was so early on, and it felt like, you know, not that $4,000 isn't a lot of money, but at the time I was like, I put in like less than $300 into this, and I can walk away with 4,000. Like, that's such a great trade. And then things went volatile, and I don't know. The thing about it for me personally, I knew that NFTs were like exciting and on the horizon, because how I found Top Shot was well, how I found NFTs in general was Axie Infinity. And that was December of 2020. And that's when I found Top Shot too, but it was like a few days later, like a week later. You know, I got into Axie Infinity, started playing around with it, and then I was like, what else is out there? And at first I saw Top Shot and I was like, I'm not a big NBA fan. Like, basketball is cool, but I'm not like that big into it. And then I remember I ripped one pack, and I still have the video of the very first pack I ever ripped, and that says it all. It really does. Like, that is the that video, like, it captures my excitement. Like, it really but yeah, man, it's just kind of wild. I didn't expect it to blow up for me the way that it has. But I don't know. I can't say that I didn't expect it to blow up. Like, when the idea of digital assets, like, it's already built into society, right? Like, we already like buy loot boxes, and we already, like, you know, whatever, in video games and even music, like purchasing an MP3 or like having a streaming service. Like, that's, you know, just all of these things. So as soon as it clicked for me, I was like, all right, yeah, this is awesome. And then I just kind of rode that wave. And I remember you were always a little not skeptical, because I think you were with it, but you were more just like apprehensive about making fiscal risks.
Definitely, man. Let me tell you, I was straight from college. Like, I had very little money. I still probably have very little money.
Yeah, dude.
But I'm still a very I'm not skeptical, but I would say a very German investor. Like, we are more cautious, I feel sometimes, and that's how I was, and that's how I still am. That's true, yeah. But it's nice that you recognize that. Yeah, but let me wind back a little bit. Like, you started you said end of 2020 with Axie Infinity. And like, if you think about your life back then, I remember I talked to you. You had a daytime job in like a call center or something. I know you hated it. I had to like text you. I had to text you like Top Shot News because you couldn't check the website and stuff. So take us through like from your January 2021 to like now, like this year. I know it's probably a wild story, but like,
yeah, dude, like each month is an epic, you know, like it's really like January into February into March. And that's kind of how it, like, you know, we always say in the space that like a year or like a week goes by in a day, or like a day like feels whatever, like, right, it really it really feels like that. And I've always been one to associate memories with times in my life, right? So like if you're like, you know, tell me a memory from 6th grade, I'll be able to spout off a bunch of memories, because I remember specifically like that was 6th grade, like I was, you know, 11, 12 years old, like I remember that. And then like, you know, tell me a memory from junior year of college, it's like, all right, yeah, like for NFTs, considering so much happens, it's like, all right, tell me something that happened in, let's say, June of 2021, and it's just like June of 2021. No like idea. No, you can't think of anything? Oh my gosh, let's think. July was Cool Cats, May was Ghosts. So what was going on in June? June, I was still working at Paychecks. I think June was BYO Pills. Like BYO Pills was probably, yeah. I think that was the big highlight from June, probably. Yeah, so like what was going on around that time? That was that's when I decided that I had to quit Paychecks, because BYO Pills was the first company to come, or the first project to come to me and be like, we like what you do. We want you to be an ambassador for us. We want you to advise for us, come on our calls, talk with us, give us ideas, blah, blah, blah. And I did that with them. And then, you know, I got a percentage of the overall sales, like a very small percentage, but like still, like I was like, oh my God, like I made more money in that 3-4 weeks than I had made up to that point working at Paychecks. Yeah, and so that was the point for me where it was like, huh. So I just made. Wait, what? You know, like it was literally like, wait, what is going on? And it was like when I told my roommates and my family, everyone was like, wow, like that's. What? And I was like, yeah, so I think I'm gonna quit Paychecks and just do this, you know.
Was like, that the moment you decided that you're gonna quit at Paychecks and your day job?
Yes. And the thing about it was that, here's the thing about it that's kind of messed up. So I started at Paychecks in December of 2020, so the same month that I discovered NFTs, right? But like earlier in that month. So yeah. I'm doing Paychecks, and I was an excellent employee for the first 4 to 5 months. 3, 4, 5 months. I was a great employee. I was like hitting all of my daily quotas. I was like going above and beyond. I was a couple times I was like the blue chip winner, so I was the one that was like getting the most leads and all the shit, like blah blah blah, like corporate. You know, it was totally corporate, but I was making the most money I'd ever made in my life up to that point, and it was just like, this is the step that I need to take. And eventually it turned into misery, where it was like, I don't want to fucking wake up in the morning and go do this. This is terrible. I'm answering phone calls, the same thing over and over again. And I don't care. Like, it's awful. But at the same time, I had my laptop off to the side, and I was learning about NFTs, and I was hanging out in Discord, and I was hanging out in Twitter. And like, so yeah, I was kind of a bad employee, but at first I was a really good employee. But as soon as I the point I'm trying to get at was, it was Top Shot. Like, it really was Top Shot. As soon as, because Top Shot saw its apex, its absolute highest moment in February of 2021, February 24th to be exact. Yeah. I started on December 9th of 2022. So that's December 9th, January 9th, February 9th, 1, 2, 3 full months. Like, I'm in my 3rd month of my job, heading into my 4th month. And not all of a sudden my account value was $250,000. Yeah. And so my Top Shot account. And so like that day, I remember I was like, what do I even do? You know, what do I, and I wish I sold it all. I wish
seriously.
you would got on the phone with me and was like, Dan, listen, sell everything, just do it. But we were beyond euphoric because that was our first. That was like the first. I'm relatively new to the crypto space. I wasn't in all the IPOs and stuff, and 2017 through I started in 2020. And I started in NFTs specifically at the end of 2020. But at this point, I've been in the game for over a year, so it's I don't know, that's OG enough. But so my account value was at $250,000, and it's what do I do? So I sold some of the stuff, but it was around that point that I was like, why am I working? Why am I working? What I have $250,000 worth of assets. I've never had more than $10,000 to my name in my life. How did this happen? And so it was really kind of a struggle for me, especially because it was so sentimental. I was so enamored with all my literally before tax. Chill.
That's a very German comment.
Yeah, literally. We try not to worry too much about taxes. We put our money aside for any rainy days and whatnot. So yeah, dude, I don't know, but yeah, the point is, it was what the hell? And so I didn't sell all of it. I sold about $20,000 worth. Bought back in. Yeah, remember I bought those fucking cosmic.
I remember.
moments.
Yeah, I remember how you were still we were both you said, we were just euphoric. You said, and we were also blind. We were money blind. If that's the thing.
Oh, totally.
And we were both man, this is going up again. The doubles until next week. And
the first one was a good buy. I bought the Bismarck Biombo for the CD Osman for $5,400. But then I bought the Bismarck Biombo for $7,300, and I shouldn't have done that. It was just stupid decisions. And that was and then things started crashing, and it's oh, what the fuck? And you hold on because you think it's gonna go back up. At the end of the day, I leveraged most of my Top Shot account into where I'm at in NFTs now. Just for instance, I traded a Cool Cat Luka Doncic, which was that was the biggest moment, and
the Holy Grail.
Dude, that was everything. That was the coolest moment. I traded one for a ghost, and that was a huge play for me. Except then I traded that ghost for Amoeba. So things like that. Yeah, things like that. It's just but the point is I moved an asset out of Top Shot into the NFT world, and then all of a sudden we're playing with Ethereum now. It's now it's a different. Yeah, and it's so cool because that transition from it's really tough. It's really weird because I can't even imagine myself how I got my Axie Infinity account going. I really can't imagine looking back. I was able to set up a MetaMask, set it up on Polygon because Axie was on Polygon at the time. I was able to or I don't know if it was on Polygon, but Ronin was kind of weird. I'm pretty sure Ronin was with Polygon. The point is, it was totally different, and everything was confusing, and I did most of it by myself with the help of people in Discord. It wasn't really until if I really look back, you probably are the first person by name that I can recall as being my homie in the NFT space.
Yeah,
so if you really go that far back, and by the time we had met, that was already early January. So I already had my Axies, I already had my Top Shot, I already I was in a couple other smaller projects, and I was starting to discover Nifty Gateway. And so all of that shit I was doing without a true guide, except that's not true because there's one single person I know in my hometown of Rochester that was a crypto guy, and so I would be DMing him every couple days. But dude, I don't know. It's honest, wild. It's
super wild. To be honest, that was also for me why it took me so long to actually get into the whole Ethereum world and
it's
general
so
NFT
tough.
world. I stuck to Top Shot until May maybe. So I bought my first ever NFT in late May or something.
Dude,
and
see, you didn't follow us into Zedron.
I didn't like Zedron at all.
No, why not? You just not
I don't know.
The horses?
It never. I don't know. Maybe I'm just weird. I don't.
No, not weird at all. No, it's okay.
I was cool with basketball. I liked the NBA. I was collecting.
Yeah, that was your
collecting,
thing.
like,
You love the NBA. That's a fact.
yeah, I just loved it. It was when I remember when I discovered it, it was like the thing I was waiting for, combining financing, MBA, digital, IT all together in one, and it was just like. So I stuck with MBA for a long time. Unfortunately, in looking back, because I missed like minting apes and stuff, obviously, but who didn't, right? Well, anyway, and we talked about I call them bio pills, by the way. I didn't know that you call them BYO pills.
BYO pills, bio pills. I think they do call themselves bio pills. I've always called them BYO pills. So too. But I don't know.
Like, I know that there were several other projects you were involved with. Like another one was like the Society of. Wait, I forgot it. Wait. Damn, who was our sponsor? Zoodirektor for the.
Oh, Royal Society of Players.
Royal Society of thank you. Yeah. Hell yeah, man! Brain fart.
Sorry. I thought you were talking about one of the other ones I worked for, or did like a small contract, like freelance thing for. But yeah, Royal Society is one of the two projects that I'm full time with now.
Exactly. So I wanted to ask you, like, can you elaborate a little bit on what are you doing actually now? Which projects are you involved with now? And because I always can imagine, like, if NFT is your main job, how does a day look like for you? Do you hang out in calls? Are you like?
Well, you see the laundry on my bed, so,
so
I'm sure
you're quite busy.
Yeah, I'm sure that gives you a good look into the life. But no, in reality, it's cool because, like, in a sense, I get to make my own schedule. But on the other more realistic side, it's just I work all the time. Like, it's pretty much 24/7. And shout out to my team and shout out to the people in my communities, because I do it for those people, obviously. But like I just, my teammates, like, they do such a good job of just doing exactly what they're supposed to do and running the ship and like coming up with ideas and just like implementing. And so like I always feel a little like, oh god, I gotta step my game up. So shout out to them. But yeah, the way I like to describe it, so it's House of First and Royal Society of Players. So Royal Society of Players came out first. I believe it came out in July of 2021, amidst NFT summer. Like, things were hot. And they sold out instantly. There was a lot of hype around this drop. They sold out instantly. And the idea of it, they're generative playing cards. So it's same idea as like a PFP drop, but they're playing cards and they all have different attributes and traits. And they grant access into the Royal Society of Players. And so the idea is like, it's all about prestige. Like, if you, and I know you haven't because you're all the way out in Germany, but there's other things that go beyond this, but we throw bangers. Like, that's the first thing you should know. Like, if you have ever been to a Royal Society party, like, I've been to two of them now, and they've been two of the craziest parties I've been to in terms of just, you show up and the energy is there. Everyone's so excited. It's all NFT people. Everyone, drinking, having a good time. At the one, there was like, fire dancers, someone playing a saxophone. At the next one, there's like massage table going on. So like,
why wasn't I invited?
Bro, you're in the middle of Europe. I don't know. But yeah, dude, it's so awesome. And beyond that, it's a lot of our members kind of feel that, everyone preaches about community, but it's really much that, like, there's professional athletes in the Royal Society. So if you own a Royal Society card and you're, in the Discord and you're mingling and mixing with, some pretty awesome people in terms of their actual accolades. Like, it's not, in some small matter that you're, in the same collection as, members of like the Pittsburgh Steelers or like, different NBA teams. Like, that's kind of a big deal. I think that's something that Royal Society is kind of overlooked on. I think that is, it's interesting because right now, the second head of the coin is House of First. A lot of energy is going into House of First, and
let me put
that's not to say that Royal Society is getting left behind, because it's definitely not. Like every week we're actively talking about Royal Society and what we can do. However, we think that House of First gives us an opportunity to get more of a scope on us as kind of, I don't even know what I would call our team, but like more attention on our teams and the projects and platforms that we're dropping. And so that will, in theory, as House of First gets more attention, Royal Society will get more attention. And as both get more attention and become a little more self-sufficient, I think, or I don't know if I said that right, whatever. We're going to get to the point where things kind of like a well-oiled machine, and we get to expand on the ideas that we're working on a weekly basis in our work plans. So pretty much, that's to say that we have the ideas. It's just a matter of rolling them out in a way that's meaningful. That's one of my biggest things, is that whenever I do something, I want it to be kind of like strategic, like I want it to be not all the way strategic, just kind of, but no, that's a joke. Like I want things to be strategic and calculated, and I want things to, I don't want to just put something out just to put something out. And I feel like a lot of projects kind of make those decisions, and then it's like once it's out, maybe you had a small amount of excitement, but then it's like now you just have another child to look after. Like that's the way I kind of look at it. And so with that being said, it's interesting what we're doing at House of First, because we are just essentially bringing these new projects into the world. So these,
I was about to say, like, we before you go more into it, you have to explain a little bit, because I know there are people out there that never heard of House of First yet. So before you go into detail, maybe take us through, like, what is it? What's your plan with it?
Okay, yeah. So, whereas Royal Society of Players came first, it's a project that was our first endeavor. I wasn't part of the team at the time, but I was, a fan and everything. House of First, I know I'm a mess.
Yeah,
House
you're
of
good
First. I talk with my hands, and so when things go
That's
bad,
fine.
I knock shit over.
Just
House of
your room.
First. Ridiculous. House of First is a platform. So it's not just an individual project, but rather it is the platform that hosts projects. And so,
got you.
Royal Society, the team definitely learned a lot. And the thing about Royal Society is that it's its own thing. These two projects are definitely what we like to call sisters to each other. But Royal Society has its own community and its own missions and its own goals. And House of First has its own community and mission and goals. And of course, there is some overlap and some things that we play on as a team to create value for the holders, if they ever are to cross over. But essentially, it's two different entities. And so if you go up and click on collections, you'll see what I mean by House of First being a platform, because there is no House of First collection, but rather we host the collections. And so our first collection that we dropped under House of First was the Everyone's by Ian Murray. And so at the top, that's just some examples of his work. It goes down, gives you a little bio of the artist, and then it brings you to the collection. And so our first collection was called the Everyone's, as you can see at the bottom there. I love this collection personally. I think they're so well done. There's a lot of texture to the art. Like the colors and palette is like really well picked. I think the backgrounds are exceptional. Like this is an excellent project in my opinion. Like, and obviously I'm on the team. Yeah, they are a little bit different. Like dude, I love that. I really do. I love this project. I think it's an excellent first of firsts, as we call it, because it is the first from House of First. It's our first collection. It'll always be the first House of First collection. Like, that's going to go a long way. And the artist, Ian Murray, like, the idea is that he will continue to find his way into the NFT space and release more things. And, the big idea with NFTs is that you can essentially keep track of who's holding your art. And that creates a lot of value for the artists in all sorts of different ways.
That's
you
cool,
know,
man.
so yeah, I'm really excited about it. And so that was our first collection. It's all sold out. You can catch them on OpenSea. I'm pretty sure the floor is only like 0.1 right now, not too low.
Yeah, I checked earlier. It's actually, they're holding up quite nice. And the volume
Yeah.
is also.
Yeah, no, I'm really proud of the collection. It's doing pretty well. And then our second collection, which is going to be coming out on February 10th, so 10 days from now, is the Remarkable Women by Rachel Winter. And I'm like equally excited about this project. I think that it has a lot of, well, first of all, we have kind of a mission and a goal with this project. Like there was a lot of talk about inclusivity at the end of like December and beginning of January, and talk about around like World of Women. And like even before all of that, like we were working with Rachel on like how can we make a project that's, you know, meaningful and, you know, everything. And then those conversations started happening, and it was like, all right, well, let's just go into it and create a project that we think is truly inclusive, truly representative of how different women are in the space. Because, you know, there's a lot of, I mean, every project experienced FUD at some level, but I feel like the World of Women gets a decent amount of undue slack for whatever reason. But one thing that a lot of the female-led projects get kind of hate for is the lack of body representation and realistic like looks, if that makes sense.
Yeah,
And
I
I
know
don't
what you
mean
mean.
I don't mean realistic in the sense of like this is like photorealistic and looks like me. I mean more realistic in the sense that like there's a bald woman right there, you know, here's a woman who is in her hoodie like all tied up, like she's like, people like things like that are resonatable with. And the other thing is like they're different positions. If you look at most of the projects, they kind of like, I think of like the Fatales had like this, or like the
Yeah.
you know, like they all kind of like World of Women. I love World of Women. I don't have one myself. I think it's a cool project. I had them early on. But the like forward facing just clothes and the like, I don't know, we like the idea of having more with that. And so that you know, in theory, someone could find the selection that really does represent like their vibe. It goes beyond what you look like. It's like, what's your vibe? And I think that's kind of a cool thing that we've played on a little bit here.
Right.
Yeah, so the one thing that's kind of whack about it is that it's me as a dude talking about this female led project. Like the attention should really be on Rachel as the artist, and then the women on our team who have been so really passionate about this project. If you look at the House of First team as well as Royal Society,
I did earlier. Actually, you're quite a lot. You're like, it's nice to see that there are actually quite a lot of people behind it. That makes it shows how much work also goes in.
Yeah, decent amount of people. We have a really cool dev team. We have great you know, leadership with Zeev at the front, and we have great strategic advisors, awesome community, you know, people that are taking care. So like we have a lot of cool stuff going on with our team, and we think that once yeah, you like that? Once the attention comes on us a little bit, we think this project or like this platform has a lot of room to do really cool stuff. Because what's so special about it, it's called House of First because every drop we do is the Genesis collection from whatever artist it is. So Ian Murray, that's his Genesis collection. He has no other NFTs on chain before the everyone's.
Yeah.
And then same with Rachel. She's going to have no other NFTs on chain before Remarkable Women. Like that is a really special thing that I think we're offering our collectors, and the people that catch on early are going to benefit. Like, I'm not going to say any like financial things or anything, but like think about a year from now, because for one, I'm not going anywhere. My name is Dan Verno. I'm doxxed. Like you can find me. Like,
well, now
my name is my Twitter. Well, no, my name is my Twitter. Like you can find me. Like I'm on LinkedIn. I'm on Facebook. I'm on, like, you know, I'm not hiding who I am, and I've associated myself to a team that is also filled with doxed people who are passionate about what we're doing. we're all in a consensus. It doesn't matter high or low. Like it doesn't matter if we're in a bear market for 3 years. We're building this out. And so
Cool.
think about a year from now, just a year from now, it's February 1st of 2023, and House of First has done, let's say, 15 drops, right? And each of our drops has been a Genesis collection from a long-standing real-world artist who did their first NFT collection with us.
Yeah.
Like, if you collect all of those pieces, that's 15 solid pieces of art. First of all, like, we're not bringing on scrubs. Like, we're bringing on actual artists that are putting out good art. Like, I feel like it's not really up for debate. Like, people can look at the everyone's and be like, oh, it's not my style, whatever. You can't deny that it's not well crafted. You know, like, same with the Remarkable Women. I'm looking at these right now. Like, if we could, I can't wait until we have the HD files, because I'm sure you're going to be able to zoom in and be like, oh yeah, these have, you know, a nice little bit of texture to them. Maybe less so than the everyone's, because the everyone's, like, if you pull one up right now and just look at it, like, they really, yeah, hop into OpenSea real quick. You'll be able to see, like, even in those, you know, oh my gosh, I don't know. Like, I love this collection. I really do. There's something really special about it.
Which one do you want? Like,
here, go to OpenSea real quick.
I
see if...
Oh, damn! I am on OpenSea. I'm not sharing the wrong window. Sorry. Hang on a second.
Oh, you're good. Don't worry about it.
Well, grow.
That's okay if it's.
It's just like this.
Oh, there we go.
There you go.
Oh, 0.13 on the floor. Not bad. Yeah, if you click on that. Oh yeah, you can see it just fine, or at least I can.
Oh yeah, it's nice.
Yeah, see, like, the glasses have that look.
Yeah.
Flower, like, it's all very. That's special to me, you know. It's not just plain, like, a plain color, and it's not just, I don't know. It looks like it has some kind of feel to it.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
I don't know. They're special, dude. I love these.
It looks like art, like, to be honest.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, nice. I like it. Well, I do like the idea very much, that you guys, like, try to give also the platform to, like, real life artists, and try to, like, connect the real life with the NFT world. I think that's nice. And like you said, because you never know, like, how big one of these artists ever gets in his career, and it's pretty dope to say, like, hey, I have his first NFT collection ever made.
Exactly.
So that's dope. And hey, can I give a shout out to your dev team? I mean, this website is just beautiful.
Dude, I know. That's we have a really awesome dev team. Like, they do awesome work. If you do go back to the website, one thing that's worth mentioning is that we have a staking mechanism.
Yeah.
That is really cool, because it's actually gasless. So essentially how it works is that if you go to staking, yep. Oh, there we go. Okay, cool. So we have 980 out of 2,500 total staked. And so everyone that has theirs staked, essentially every day that you have it staked, I might be wrong about this. I don't know how the dev team does their magic, but to make it so that this is gasless, all you have to do is sign to say, yes, I would like to stake. And then I believe what happens is every day we take snapshots of everyone NFT that is staked, and they, dude, see, this is where it gets a little confusing. The total rewards pool, listen, ready? Think of it like a rewards loyalty program, right? So essentially how it works is, if you want the rewards, all you have to do is hold an everyone in your wallet, and don't sell it, don't have it posted for sale, connect your wallet and sign saying, yes, I would like to stake it. That's all you have to do. And then you're, like, in a pool. Exactly. You're in a pool. And based on how many other people are in the pool and when they started staking, everyone will get a reward based on how many they have and how long they had theirs staked.
Cool.
So it's
obviously it also, like, decreases demand, like, supply, and so
exactly
it's a good strategy also too.
For sure. Yeah, so it's cool because, like, you know, this will run through March 30th, And then after that, we'll have at least 2 other projects to work with. So maybe this is the alpha leak. Who's to say we don't open up staking for all of our projects? You know, who's to say we don't, you know, and it's beyond that, it's like our everyone's is our first collection. Like we put a lot of emphasis on the everyone's. So what if, you know, the everyone's got a chunk of staking rewards for all the projects, you know, like there's the alpha. So if anyone's putting 2 and 2 together out there, you know, everyone's are still at a decent price in my opinion.
Nice.
So yeah, dude, it's so that's the big idea. Like we have a lot of things in play. We kind of, one might say we kind of under deliver right now. I don't know if we're necessarily over promising. I think we just have a lot of things that we're very focused on making our launches successful, and I don't know, dude, it's a tough medium. It's a tough medium because we have a lot of ideas of things we want to do, but we're not quite ready to execute. However, we have to make other certain moves that will lead us to that execution. So I don't. That sounds so vague and like it doesn't even make sense. But like,
it's fine, totally fine. I mean, you're teasing it. That's cool. I'm excited to see what's happening. I definitely will follow it. I'm like, I don't have one yet. I'm sorry, Danny.
No, it's okay. It's okay. Don't worry about it.
But I'm definitely will follow it now. It was nice to finally hear from someone who actually is within the team. So thank you for that, definitely. And yeah, this was nice. So let's talk about one more thing I want to talk about before we let's move away from the House of First. Or is there anything you want to add finally to the House of First topic?
I would just say that
the next drop is in a week, you said?
Yeah, the next drop is going to be on February 10th, so it's 10 days from now. We are going to be hosting a bunch of like Twitter spaces and whatnot on Twitter, so be on the lookout for those. We're going to be hosting Remarkable Women Week starting on Wednesday, so that's going to be fun. It's going to be every day leading up to drop. We're going to host different women on our spaces. We have upwards of 150 female ambassadors that have said yes, we'll be on with Remarkable Women. Like, how many of them actually go on and mint or whatever is to be decided, but a lot of we do have a decent amount of people that are really excited about it and kind of itching to figure out what can I do, how can I help. Like, I'm excited to be an ambassador, and that's what we're really excited about. So the big thing is just putting the spotlight on women in the space, because we really wouldn't be where we're at without them. And I think, I don't know, in such a male dominated field, it's
definitely.
Yeah, it's like, I don't know, like
we definitely need more women in the space. That's it's crazy.
Yeah, fortunately for the space, and I feel like NFTs are a good entry way. I think it's kind of not that thing, like nothing's gender gated obviously, but I don't know, like for a long time, I don't know, I feel like it might just be easier now to get like family and friends involved, or like at every level, whereas before it was, I don't know, personally, like I was just met with resistance on all ends of the field when I first got into NFTs. It didn't matter if it was my family, my friends. Like, I think just about the only one that was like, oh yeah, that's kind of cool, is my girlfriend, and so like she's always been down with it. But I know that, I don't know, I'm trying, like, it really doesn't, like, I don't know, there really is no reason that there shouldn't be more women in the space. It's not like it's a guy thing. It's it's really just a matter of, we have to give women an opportunity to feel like they are represented and wanted and present in the space. Because if you're just a random person and you come to the NFT space, it's not hard to just assume everyone's a guy. It's like Reddit back in like, it's like Reddit in general.
Like, but we all do it. Like automatically when I text somebody, in your head it's a guy.
It's like,
it's
what's
weird,
good, bro? Yeah. Yeah, and so that's why that's something I very actively try to think of. Like, unless I know for sure I'm talking with another guy, like I try not to use gender specific language, even if it's like bro or dude and it's messed up because like I don't know, like situations are different obviously, but like I live with 3 girls, you know, I live with my girlfriend and 2 of our best friends, and like they're my dudes and my bros. Like I don't like you know, if I'm talking to them, it's like, bro, shut the fuck up. Like, you know, but
it's different, yeah.
It's different, you know. So it's I don't know. I'm sorry if I sound ignorant at all. I'm trying not to.
Not at all.
I'm usually, you know,
totally,
pretty good about
fine.
Yeah.
So, but let's talk about 2022 a bit before we're already at an hour. It's crazy how time flies on a stream, right?
Literally. Oh, it's almost Cool Cats time. Sorry.
Oh, right. At 10 p.m. is Cool Cats time in like 2 minutes for us. 10 p.m. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, it's an exciting day for you, right? I know that you've been a big Cool Cat holder for like since the very beginning. I remember you still got a bunch, right?
Oh yeah. I mean, I have 3. I don't have 25 anymore, but you know.
Nice. So, but is there any what's your goal for 2022? Because I know you had a goal last year, which you accomplished, and that was, I think, to purchase a CryptoPunk, and you did it. I think
before even that, my New Year's resolution for crypto was to make $10,000.
Damn, well, you made that in January 15th, probably. Or no, February 20th, we made it probably.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, so this year, I don't know. I guess my goal is to make $1 billion, and maybe I'll succeed.
Okay, nice. But any goals with like from a project side? Is there?
Yeah.
Like, will House of First will be the main thing you will work on 2022?
Yeah, for sure. So I think that's a good way to put it. Like,
okay.
2021, I've been saying this for a few months. 2021 was very much about me and my growth and my development. I think 2022, I really want to focus on my communities and the people around me in real life and in the virtual world. And then, you know, help those people succeed. And so that's including House of First, that's including Rural Society, that includes projects I'm already a part of and have kind of been a cheerleader for. That's one of my big things. I like to, you know,
it also includes German live streams.
Yes, exactly. You know, and then by 2024, the focus is on, or by 2023, the focus is on kind of everything else. You know, like I really want to put on those around me. So, yeah, I guess a loose goal would be to just make sure that everyone around me is, you know, at least on their way to be doing as well as I am. Because that's what I've been saying from the beginning. Like, if people just put in the effort and attention and like see the vision, and maybe that's just something like that's just my talent or whatever. Like I have the passion for it and I see the vision, but like it feels like I'm just playing a big video game. Like, you know, so I know there's people out there that play video games better than me, and yet they don't quite see the same vision as I do. So I don't know, man.
So poetic, man. Love it. Well, there are also a couple of events in 2022 where we might even see each other, and we'll see. I assume you go to New York and NYC NFT this year again.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. Cool. So we are talking internally in our community who, like, if we're going and who is going. So we'll see. I might be even coming to your country.
Nice.
Finally, you can have a beer together in real life.
Literally.
Seriously. Cool, Danny. I mean, we're at an hour now. I always keep it at like an hour because otherwise people won't listen to it anymore. It's like a good sweet spot for a stream and audio podcast.
For sure.
We figured. So, well, I mean, it was way overdue. We made it finally. I'm hopefully I can welcome you again in the future. I'm sure we will stay in touch, obviously, the two of us. It's always great to have you. I mean, I ping you every now and then for some advice and some stuff, and there was always on the same day, in the same hour. Usually you answer back, so thanks for that. And for all the good stuff. I mean, do you remember how you woke me up for stress test back in February? I had my phone on loud, and you woke me up when the stress test was happening. So that's definitely
you had to.
Definitely appreciate it.
Yeah, dude. Totally.
Good times. No, thank you so much for doing this. I know we're a very small community still, but yeah, I mean, in Germany, it's a very, very new space, and we're building to get bigger and have more people in it. But we'll see. We'll see what's happening. Yeah, I wish you all the best luck with House of First and all the best in 2022. And then I guess we talk to each other probably tomorrow or so.
Yeah, probably. All right, brother. Thanks so
Danny,
much.
have a good one, okay?
Totally.
See you, man. Bye. Alright. Also, ich switch dann kurz mal Sprache wieder klar bekommen. Genau, ich switche auf Deutsch. Vielen Dank auf jeden Fall an Danny. Also Danny hat super viel zu erzählen, was was er einfach schon erlebt hat. Ihr merkt selber, überall involviert. Es ist einfach interessant, mal wirklich zu hören, wie jemand auch lebt, der mittlerweile sein NFTs zu seinem Hauptberuf und zu seinem Leben gemacht hat. Und ist natürlich cool, dass er uns auch hier reinjoint in unseren kleinen Community-Stream. Was bleibt mir noch zu sagen? Erstmal danke fürs Einschalten. Ich weiß, es ist zum Beispiel wieder über eine Stunde. Wir wollten eigentlich immer so ein bisschen anpeilen, 45 bis eine Stunde. Das schaffen wir schon in Zukunft. Aber ist ja auch einfach cool, wenn die Leute einfach da sind und gerne da sind und viel zu erzählen haben. Das freut mich. Auf jeden Fall vielen Dank euch allen fürs Einschalten. Ihr wisst, ihr könnt immer einen kleinen Subscribe hier da lassen auf Twitch. Noch cooler wäre es, wenn ihr natürlich Gäste irgendwie habt, Connections, selber gerne mal in den Stream wollt, eine interessante Topic habt, über die wir reden können, einfach mich kontaktieren oder jemand aus dem Zoo kontaktieren. Wir werden hoffentlich noch richtig viele coole, interessante Leute hier reinkriegen. Und schauen wir mal. Wird bestimmt ein interessantes Jahr. In diesem Sinne, wir sehen uns, mal schauen. Vielleicht nächste, vielleicht übernächste, vielleicht erst in 3 Wochen. Je nachdem, wann wir mal wieder einen coolen Gast haben. Bleibt fit, bleibt gesund und gönnt euch auch mal eine Auszeit. Und wir sehen uns im nächsten ZOOm In Stream. So müssen wir ihn jetzt mittlerweile nennen. Macht's gut. Schönen Abend.